Vampyr, and we were in the middle of a conversation, hence why we're on the screen.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
Understandable.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility.
I mean, I do that.
Fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much
Desperately want to be a
selfishness and
vampire.
individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
A few select good rich people does not, cover up for everyone else.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night, since I am a woman?
No.
Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually,
Personally,
yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
If you get married, you could vote.
Are you a suffragette, then?
Pretty sure that was the thing.
Oh,
Married
you
women
really
could vote.
are Elizabeth's girl.
Or
Without a
landowners.
doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need
Told you.
to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time, even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
Can't your rich vampire mother just buy your property and then you could vote?
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People
Costs
here
that much
can't
property.
wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady.
Pankhurst?
And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too.
Emily
She was
Pankhurst.
supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't
Maybe
turned
not.
up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily
Let's go
started
save
to
her.
believe in... Well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
Okay.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession,
doctor?
obviously. And the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir.
Just told her everything.
Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
No.
Of course not. You have nothing to fear from me, or your mother.
Good to know. And don't worry, my mother told me everything I need to know about vampire tricks, their nature as well as features.
Your mother
Did they weigh
is
up on
not
you?
like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
I wonder.
Do you need my medical attention, Charlotte?
I am fine, Dr. Reed.
Is it all, yeah? Ah.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Why would you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How is it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
And never to be tamed by her.
Why do you still hope to become a vampire in spite of your mother's refusal?
It's the immortal aspect of vampires that interests me. The world won't improve unless women take charge. I'm convinced of that.
You're obviously a clever woman with a good education
Seems we got a
and
last
a brilliant
hint.
future. But have you thought about the price you'd have to pay?
What price?
The loneliness, the necessary masquerade.
Is it not true of every high position? To change this world and make it a better place, one needs time on one's side.
You could change anyone you want to.
Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire. Tell me more about it.
Each time we argue, Mother expresses the same fear. She wants me to remain alive and full of joy, rather than become melancholy and immortal. She claims you can't have one without the other. It's
can't.
pure selfishness.
Have you thought of marrying and having some children and then maybe being turned into a vampire before you're too old?
Your mother has walked this earth for much longer than you or I.
Find someone else
She
to
is
turn you.
wise, and we should not ignore her advice when we disagree with it.
But why
someone
shouldn't
else.
I be allowed to forge my own experience? There can't be only one righteous way to deal with eternity.
Exactly.
It's your
Fair
mother's
choice if she passes it over, like.
As daughters and sons, we have to accept the decisions our parents make for us despite our own wishes.
I
Until you're
love my
adults.
mother, and have accepted everything from her. Even that she named me Charlotte, when it was not my original name.
Does it bother you?
No. Whoever I was when I was born, I am now Charlotte Ashbury. It hurts as much as it makes me proud to know that's the name my mother will read on my tombstone.
I'd like to know what your actual name is.
Tell me, Charlotte, how do you plan to achieve eternal life, since you've obviously given it a lot of thought?
I won't give up. You have no idea how determined I am, sir.
She'll
I
find
may
some
contract a
backstreet
deadly
guy.
disease. I may throw myself under a carriage just to be saved by her sweet kiss.
That's a disturbing answer, young lady. And the worst part of it is, I know you speak the truth.
There are
Oh, yeah.
less dangerous ways, Doctor. Instead of throwing myself under a horse like Emily Davison, I could just throw myself into your arms.
Be careful what you wish for, young lady. I could gaze at you right now and then take you to a shady corner and have my way with you. And leave your carcass to the rats.
You wouldn't dare. My mother would know.
How would
She'd
she?
never forgive you.
How could she suspect me?
I don't
Do
do
you
that.
know how many vampires are lurking in the city tonight as we speak? Vampires with a worse sense of humor than mine.
Oh, my God. For one second, I thought you actually...
I could.
Excellent,
I won't.
Dr. Reed.
I have no
Very
plans to bite you.
convincing.
Unless it's to turn you, and then I might.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
I have things
Give
to do.
my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Well, she was in the other area with me the whole time, wasn't she? This is the club. We're finally there. I wonder. Just 'cause, you know. You'd think. Get a little something in the garden. I guess not. Let's see this man. Whoever is in charge of the Vampyr of London. I love how I'm allowed to go because I'm a man, but not a...
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I
I
was
received
summoned.
an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Your master wants to speak to me.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Corpses already.
There has been quite a battle here.
Oh.
I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Sure, we'll look at every room before we head upstairs, because, you know, we want the stuff.
I cannot enter.
It'd be on the other side of the table, wouldn't it? History and purpose. Good extraction, flawless moral fibre. Accepts mortal members who will be duly observed and valued as proper candidates for immortality. Okay. Excuse me. I'll check out everyone, see if we can get some cash. Get some bits. Oh. Didn't expect it to have a load screen kind of thing. I mean, he's upstairs, isn't he? That's what he said. So, it's not him. Maybe it's the basement? Oh, that was outside. Never mind. My fault, my fault. I went outside by mistake. Because I'm a fool. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't expect that to be another entrance just outside. Maybe it's, you know, kind of wouldn't have been open if I hadn't done what I've done, but... Yeah, okay, so we've been in all them, that's fine. Seems to be middling. I thought it was shining, it wasn't. Ooh. Money, money, money! Key to the basement. Dude, you are shining. Give me something. Nothing. Nothing. Oh. It's already open. Did I already come to this end? Oh. Missed one. Let's be honest, we want to get everything before we move on. I don't know whether I was supposed to go in this side or not, but I'm going to go to the other side just in case, because I want to try both sides, get everything I can, as previously stated. Nope.
It's locked.
Oh. So it was that way through the curtains anyway. Key to the basement, though. Confused to where the door to the basement would be, because that was to outside, wasn't it? Don't see any other door. Nope. This one? No. Very odd. Where does the key to the basement go? You know what I mean? Gotta be a door. Ah. I thought that was a corridor, it was not. Nothing? You tell me there's nothing in the basement, why have a key to it? God society, delight in orgies. We do not find delight in orgies and bloodbaths. How could we deny the ecstasy that the vermilion ambrosia breathes us? That's the blood, obviously. To answer this delicate question, the law of conduct inside the club goes as follows. As long as the original mortal vessel is not brought inside our walls, so each member is allowed to drink whatever he wants for his own usage or share it with friends. Drink what you want and deal the way you want with the original vessel, but never inside the club. Okay. You don't lead anywhere, no? Okay, we're going upstairs. It was just that message saying... It's just a hint, you know, it's something we do need to pick up, everything, but... Do we remember? No, we don't. Yeah, you've already opened you. Upstairs, to the right. Curtains at the back. And then it'll obviously step in and do the thing. Yep. I never got close enough.
Good evening. We repel the
Good evening.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Hear, hear, hear!
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed.
I don't think that's my maker.
I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance.
Don't bow.
I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank
Which
you,
one? Mother,
my
sister,
lord.
both?
Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She has proven
She
useful.
has proved to be helpful on
Let's
many
not give all our
occasions.
cards away.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you
Ugh.
ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the
I
Skull
am British.
Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why
Why are
suddenly
you
so
suddenly
friendly?
so friendly? The last time I met one of yours, he tried to kill me.
Are you referring to Fergal? He was the most useful of servants, but he was just a servant. You, on the other hand, Doctor, proved yourself much more worthy.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I have not.
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
Well,
What
you
do you
saw how
mean?
powerful my
I would
sister
like you
was.
to become a member of the
And
Ascalon
me.
Club, and to serve me as such.
Sorry, he's quick, wasn't it?
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What
does
does
that mean?
Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon.
Was it? Never heard of it
Like
before.
that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My
course.
initiation.
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this
Watched you
country.
drink my blood or something?
My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Yes.
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
How much have you got?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of
Okay.
Allegiance.
Sign it in blood. Thought you had to drink it.
I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Understandable. Come on. Fuck's sake. There's no need to take that long.
Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
One of us. One of us. One of us. Sorry. Seems time to talk to everyone else now. About you, old man.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be
Aloysius.
this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
It's quite unsettling. As a doctor, I am more used to being the observer than the subject observed.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals.
I do know his voice.
I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Aloysius! That's Aloysius, you fucking moron!
Are you a member of the club?
It's Aloysius,
Yes,
that's
I
how you
am.
pronounce that.
And I have been for many years.
Aloysius.
And will be until the day I die.
Fucking.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about it?
Just
It's
die.
not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
No one has offered you the secret blood.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
Of course you did.
Is not the nature of this club a secret shared by
Unless you're
only
rich and
a
famous.
privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
You've asked
So
for
you
membership.
asked for membership.
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. but I must admit, this one is my favorite.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Oh, of course not. You fucking weirdo.
Mr. Dawson. Of Dawson and Dawson. The wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
Of course it does.
What do you know
guard of
about the Guard of Prewin?
I should not say this,
First
but
said,
I
you
admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
They are our
They
enemies.
are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reed.
They are if you want to be a vampire, dickhead.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be
What is your
enough to
choice?
fight this plague. We
Vampire,
have to
non-vampire?
think differently.
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
Money cannot solve
I have
every
an argument
problem.
behind me and I have no idea what they're saying.
This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile.
Oh god,
What
the
we
wall.
need is a wall. A
Maybe you should die
formidable,
then.
unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
Deserving.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear.
So what? You think they've got it and then you're just like, let's kill them.
Sacrifice.
Are
That
you
seems
not
stupid.
mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal
Guess you don't want my
concerns?
power.
Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
Genuinely thought he did. I genuinely believed he wanted my
That went well, did it not?
vampirism.
It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So
old
why
were
did
you
you
when you were
really
10?
want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and
It's
I,
very old.
Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know him?
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good
He's
friend
human.
of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
What happens in these walls has
You were
nothing to do with
spying
him.
on me.
Not personally. I rarely
not
leave this
personally.
building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Good, good, good.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others.
Well, he
in
was
the
massive,
club.
wasn't he?
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast.
Is he always
was a
that big?
brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
Oh.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Of course he knows.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of
Why
course
would he?
not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous.
It took a while.
You earned my respect.
It's very strong.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scows in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Skulls.
Some
I
Skulls are
have
peaceful.
met peaceful and wise Skulls. To
rather not
exterminate
kill
them
them.
means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So,
Maybe you shouldn't have abandoned
what
them.
do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club, and you
I
have
ain't saying
carte
shit to him
blanche.
about the ones in the
Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Sure.
Lord Redgrave can play with the brave all he wants, but I won't put a foot outside until the Prewen end their hunt.
That's where I came in. Okay, when it said family portraits, I was like, what? What is happening? I'm level 29. I need more health. Let's see where we are. Oh, not that. I'm mesmerized
I
level
think-
4, which is fucking great. Yeah, they want me to talk to all the locals. So, there's a thing up here. Which is where... Can I place a marker? I've not done it before. If I can even get to the area that I want to. There, basically.
Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
It seems so. I'm thinking older than his maker. I looked up where to find it. Your dad's little message thing. 99 meters. He said the park, didn't he? So it's got the exact park marked. I'm at level 29, I should be easy to kill you. I'm not saying I had to kill you, you had that little look on your face like, bitch is gonna die. 35 meters. All places. Is it in here? No. Good for it to be open. I can hear something over here. God, there's too many of them. I need some blood. Very strong in this area, sound. Just resisting it. Oh, one hit right there. One hit right there. What the fuck? I never get how I'm so weak when I can just get killed with one hit by some of them. Like, I'm level 29, they're level 26. I should be overpowered. Really. I just want to get my daddy's thing. My oh my. Papa, can you hear me? Where have you gone? Okay. And they do that and they just fucking avoid it. Why are they so strong? Get out of there. Oh shit. So weak, I'm gonna die again. Fuck off, go away. Yeah, she's going away. Right. You look human. Are you human? Shadow Ekon, so he's a vampire. He might try and fight me if I go with this, so just give me a minute. The vampires might be okay to fight, but I'm not saying. Basically, it feels like it's in here. It said something about this is where the place was. It said, past a burning barrel and you'll enter an alley. Is this the alley? Doesn't look like an alley. Oh, there we go. My dear son, this is the second letter for you. If you find this one, you'll probably have shown the first part to your sister Mary, and to my dear Emmeline. I think it's a good thing you don't keep to yourself what you discover, but I leave that for you to decide. Do you remember our long walks in this park? Your mother taught you your alphabet under these trees. So many wonderful treasures for you and Mary in this park. You were both so clever, so brilliant. I've always known you become great people. I've always been proud of you. And I will never conceal my pride when I was asked what you wanted to be. He'll be whatever he wants. Your mother was convinced you would be a great artist like her. You always liked to read and write. I still keep your first poem, like I keep Mary's first drawing. When you chose to follow medical studies, your mother was sagacious enough to cover her trepidations and her worries. Me, I was happy you did not become a dull banker like me. When you told us that you wanted to pursue a career in medicine to improve life for all without consideration of wealth, I knew we as your parents had taught you the most important lesson of all. To respect each and every soul for what they are, not what they have. If you want to know more, all you have to do is remember which hospital you chose to apply for your first internship. I am, as ever, your loving father, Aubrey Reed. Basically says it's in the hospital. The next one.
I had almost forgotten I applied for a position at Pembroke. It was so long ago.
Oh, look, I'm at full health already. That was quick, wasn't it? Let's go see if this dude actually wants to speak to me or will just attack me. He's level 30, so he's still higher than me. He might just attack me.
Are you from Ascalon?
Yes, he did.
I don't care.
Just attack me straight away. Get out of the park. Get out of the fucking park. I was hoping, you know, just because he was a vampire, he might be cool.
I have this thirst for blood.
I know, and I need your blood now. Give me.
This is despicable.
Whose house is this? Oh. It's a hideout. I'm just looking around. I can hear someone, but I can't see anyone. Oh.
There has been a fight here. I can see a blood trail. Left by one of the antagonists, perhaps?
Goes that way. But I do want to check out the...
What a mess. Something terrible happened here. A bullet.
It's a hideout. I don't even know what anyone needs, if anything. Hang on. Cool. Why do I not have enough? That's where I'm on. It's on level 3. Oh, it's not. Okay, I thought it was. It said or, so I assumed it was one or the other. I guess not. Weird. Where's the little one-handed one? There. See? Give me one or the other, but very confusing. This is the best gun in the game. Power damage, reload time. Rivets. Realize how much I had. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we've got in the slots. We've got 4 of them and 6 of them. We've only got 1 of the other one, but it is level 3. So we've met Charlotte, we met Kumakuru. So she... What does that mean? Does that mean she could have been alive here? Or... It's probably not. Gotta meet everyone else. That is the plan. Might have been money on that table, but who cares? There's only a couple shillings. There's the bed, there's the door. It's done. Let's check it out. I don't even know if I've got enough to do it. I'd like regeneration, really. Like this, blood capacity, physical prowess, body condition. Don't need to touch these ones. Shadow veil. Drain your stamina to feed into the shadows, become invisible. So you can run past people if you do that. Given that I don't even use this. Have enough? Cool. How do I then make this a power to use? You've only got 500, so you ain't got enough for nothing else either way. Yeah, that's 6,000. I don't even use that. Blood barrier might be nice. I don't use blood spear either, really. Is it 1,000? 2,000. I think none of the others are even able to be increased anyway, so... Gotta go find the humans now. See what's up. Okay. So you went to Sirius, and then you went back to stable. Okay. They're all gone. Oh no, it's hostile. Where are we on? Sirius? Okay, we've only got a few more left, but 2 of them are sick. This one is also hostile. I killed all the rest, didn't I? So... They saw me. Right. At the door. I kind of landed on the fence, but that's okay. Where are we? Right, we're over here, so let's... How do we get rid of the erase marker? Do I have to be on it? Apparently. There we go. So I'm here. Who are you? Find Louise Teasdale. I'd have to cut through the park, wouldn't I? It's a bit of a bitch, but... 115 meters over there. I hear yous. Yeah, that's where I have to go. I have to go past this. Attempt not to fight, we attempt to run. 81 meters. I wonder. One sec. I think I may have... Yeah, I already opened those gates. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to kill all them just to open the gates. That would be stupid. But it is open. It's that woman from before. I saw ya. I'm not to open that one. It might just be fine because it's the other side of the park, you know. You get away. You get away, bitch. What is this?
Kill it! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Yeah, I am.
One of
Non-human.
them!
Who would have thought?
It's too fucking far!
He's dead. Come on, bitches. One more. Oh yeah, I was supposed to change the power, wasn't I? Where was it? This one. Coagulation. Coagulation. There was a spring. Shadow veil. I think it was that. Oh. Still needs 50 seconds. Oh yeah, you're all dead. Okay.
I cannot enter.
Okay. It's a market of some kind. Where would I go? Get in from the top and go down, maybe? Looks like it. Anything? Any money? Some nice cakes. Oh! Double barreled shotgun for some reason. I mean, I think the one I've got's probably better than this anyway, but who knows? Let's see. 344. That's a decent. So that's on 396, but it's on level 3. I mean, this is also level 3, but I just got it. So there's a difference. Oh, that's a picture. Give me all your money. So that's the case for all of it. Nope, and it's shut. And it's clearly a market of some kind.
It's locked.
Blind gourmet's menu, okay.
A restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Interesting.
There's a lot of blood going across there too. This door doesn't open, does it? Nope. Nothing on this side. Let's have a quick look. It's outside somewhere. She's below this, which is a distinct possibility. Yeah. I can hear them down there. I'll just check the other door first. Like, she's only 44 meters away, so she might be downstairs, but I'm not certain. You did.
This is Braille.
Another
I
Braille
need
one,
someone
okay.
who can read this.
Oh no, but he's dead now. He's dead. The dude who read Braille is dead. I accidentally let him die. So I don't know that one. I assume I just can't do shit. So she wasn't in here. She's 40 meters further down. Wait, is this the way I came in? I need to go left. Is she in the sewers? Not fucking doing that mistake again. Maybe she's in there, seeing as this thing is trying to get to her. She did. Fucking little bastard. I hear ya. Maybe you can jump up there. Maybe. It's not a certainty. Just fucking with you boys. It wasted it twice. Fucking little bastard. That one's fucking 16. I could have had no worries. Dude. 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 You have to. Oh, nothing go inside. Madam! Said Louise Teasdale, so I assume she's in here. Oh, has this one already been in? She definitely in here. Obviously one I've already been in. 60 meters that way. I was trying to get up top, wasn't I? Yes. And that was nothing. That was worthwhile. Alright, you're puffed. Fucking health back, there's a human. Where am I supposed to go? 80 meters that way? I ain't getting in here. I'm thinking I'd have to go through there and like maybe through the back way. There's probably a sewer entrance. I'm just not getting. $40 meters away. See, this is the mall we just went through. I say mall, it's a market. There's nothing to go that way. Let me look again. Next right. Any chance you could get your fucking puffness gone?
It's locked, all right.
Of course it is. I know. I'm trying to think how I would go through there. There's not like there's another entrance this way. Maybe through Whitechapel, but again, I'd have to open the gate, wouldn't I? So you think it has to be open from this side. I don't think I can get this Louise at the moment, because she's somewhere below me, but it seems like she's in the sewers. Dude, are you never going to get rid of this puffness? We're going back through the mall thing. I need to stop calling it a mall. We don't even call it a mall in the UK. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's a market. Too many American things I'm watching. That's what it is. Right. That's where we went. We went through there. Maybe if I went through there, I could open the gate at least. Just try and walk so he's not... You know? It's really not. I'm just gonna make my way home. Hope you don't mind. It's that gate from earlier I couldn't fucking open. I say earlier. You know, last time I was playing. See, you make it through there. See, I don't think I'd be able to make it through there. That's the only thing. I'm gonna go back and chat to everyone. How do you even know? I'm not close enough for them to be like, yeah, you're a bad guy, I must eat you now. I need to take the next right. You fight that one, I'll ignore you. I don't even know if I can get through here, I'm gonna have to go all the way back. I think this might be locked. Which way is the gate? This way.
I cannot enter.
Of course. It was the wrong way. But I couldn't get through from the other side either, which I just think is pathetic. Why is he constantly puffed? Why? I don't get it. Not through there. So fucking far away. Right, let's go left. Dude, I want your spare blood. So I'm not gonna use that. Come on. Take a shit. What do you think? Go around. It's quite possibly already open. I'm
That
just gonna
building
die.
is under quarantine.
Okay, good to know.
Could this be what I'm looking for?
Quite possibly. Okay. So everyone who lives here should be available to talk to. That's I've already spoke to her.
Between men and women.
Good evening,
You look
sir.
new.
May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Is
Clarence.
this someone you went to school with?
Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men,
Plus, I've grown to the height of a real man.
In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
Your life in London, darling.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
It's vampires?
What is this new battle?
I saw
It's a
terrible
small
things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. With the epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny, I didn't want to sound selfish.
Darling, my name is Jonathan. I am strong enough to take you. You got any family? You got someone in your social circle? Not to say I should, I'm just wondering. You got a missus?
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent
Venus.
so much time away from each other.
Who's called Venus
So
in this
many
town?
things have happened.
But you're
But
alive.
you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Night terrors.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
Oh.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this
I
district.
assume that hints for the wife,
Can
not
you
for him.
help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. But if you ever go to the park near
There's
that
a lot in the
swanky
park.
house belonging to the Mulaney's.
Mulaney's?
Yes?
Mulaney's.
What about the Mulaney's? What about their house?
Not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement.
The old dead?
Closed doors. What is going on in there? I wonder.
I don't know. Is that all done, yeah?
Do you need medical assistance, Clarence?
It's a little late for visiting hours, don't you think?
Okay.
What can I say? I haven't lost my old habits.
I hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
Helping people, yes.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
How queer. Reach the first source of infection. Ask locals about possible sources of infection. Okay, they're both the same. That's fine. What do you think? Clarence. Okay, look. See if there's anyone else. Obviously, we want to get to that big swanky house. That was the first source of infection, I believe. Let's go this
London has
way.
brought so much pain to me. Why
I
don't
didn't see you there. We did. Already met you.
In a more peaceful situation.
Dr. Reed, still visiting London by night?
We must both be nocturnal animals, you and I. After your captivity, I thought you'd be more cautious.
Breathing the cold night air helps calm my mind, sir. I've had the most frightening nightmares since I escaped that filthy jail.
Makes sense. Didn't get to talk to you last time.
How is the situation in the West End?
I've heard rumors about armed men patrolling and fighting infected citizens in these very streets. I was lucky they didn't shoot me when I was abducted.
May I ask you what you do for a living, Mr. Kimura?
I am... I was a landlord. A wealthy one. And not a very kind one, I realized recently.
Why this sudden epiphany? Is it because of your near-death experience?
I was already feeling nostalgic about Weymouth, my hometown. With recent events, I'm thinking about going back there.
Okay.
Why are you so nostalgic for your hometown, Tadao?
It's
I
not
was
run of
focused
vampires.
so much on making money, I almost forgot that my relatives and friends are threatened by this epidemic.
Have you heard anything from your family?
I was not only a bad landlord, I was also a bad husband. I've not seen my wife and son for years.
Wow.
Busy, busy, busy.
At least
For
now
years?
you're ready to go back and see them.
I assume they're in a different
But don't
country.
be surprised if your son bears a grudge, sir.
You make it sound like you suffered from an absent father yourself, Dr. Reed.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Well, I'll keep your warning in mind.
Have you no friends at all?
Over the years, I'm afraid my greed turned me into my friend's adversary, while I became friends with my professional rivals.
Those you grew up with didn't share your views on money and success.
Would you believe I was once a member of poetry circles and an astronomy club? We were young, such joyful dreamers then, that I stopped laughing long ago.
Okay.
What can you tell me about your abduction? If you really want to know, I was locked in that building for 3 or 4 days. My jailer was insane, mumbling about sacrifice and voices.
He was a vampire.
Didn't he sacrifice you?
That was the weirdest part. He claimed to spill blood was not enough. It had to be done when some stars were aligned.
Which stars?
That's the whole point. He wanted me to talk to him about some Red Queen configuration or constellation. I've never heard of such an astronomical term.
Feels like there'll be a woman at the end who I'll need to fight, but I'm not
What
sure.
did he say about
Other than my
voices?
sister.
He constantly whined about the voice of his master, ordering him to do terrible things. He wanted to silence the voice by offering blood. My blood.
Sounds about right. He's healthy, he doesn't need anything. 4 or 4 would be nice. You got anyone? You have no relationships. There's a hint unlocked, but no relationships. Hi. Come with me. I mean, no one's going to turn into a skull. It's not going to be like there's something wrong here. This way, this is the way to go. If you could just turn a little bit, that would be helpful. There we go, Kimura. Hopefully I don't run into anyone who wants to kill me during this time, because imagine that, like one of these vampire hunters pops up. Oh, just here in the middle of the street. Okay. Okay. I'd have been a bit more discreet, but okay.
My family. I will never see them again. Will they ever know I died here?
It's 500 shillings, it's pretty decently.
Will they remember me?
No one will care. No one will care. He was a bad dad. Probably not. Anything, anyone? It looks like yes. Hello.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you?
Venus.
I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny. I'm so
Seems to be
sorry
punching,
for
doesn't he?
your loss. Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus.
May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
Would you like some company?
I'm sure you can spare me a few minutes. For old time's sake.
Of course you may enter, Jonathan. I'm so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
Just the way it is.
It's a pleasure to see you again,
My
Venus.
sister.
So you
my
returned from the
mother.
war in one piece, too. Thank God. My Clarence is back home, too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside, chasing ghosts and chimeras. Clarence has changed a lot since he returned from the war, you know.
I saw.
How have you been since the last time we met? How long has it been? 3 years now?
I've done my duty, like all British women. You have no idea what it was like to wait for months without knowing if I'd still be a wife or a widow.
I understand. Luckily, this part of town has been saved from the worst of the bombings, from what I've seen.
Yes, and it's also true about the epidemic. The flu has killed here too, of course, but not on such a large scale as in other parts of town.
Have you noticed anything peculiar about the neighborhood recently?
My paw.
You mean except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan, please accept my condolences for your mother and your sister. Such a tragedy.
My nan was in the land army, you know, the land girls. She did her part. She actually fucking helped make fucking ammunition and shit. What did you do? Sit in your fucking fancy house doing fuck all?
Why is my return so surprising?
Posh
It's
bitch.
more an unexpected happy end than a surprise. You and Clarence, back from the war. You have no idea how hard it's been for me.
Did you fight? Did you fight? I don't think you did.
Thank you, Venus. It was so sudden. And
So
I've been
on her
so
side
busy,
until
I
she said such
haven't
stupid
spoken
things.
to anyone about it.
I wish I could have assisted at the funeral, but you know, it's been
You didn't
so quick.
attend?
And what with the epidemic in the streets?
There's
The
no
point
need
was they
to
had no friends.
apologize, my dear. It's normal, considering the circumstances.
No, it's not. I am sure that Clarence has not even thought to present you his condolences. He is too busy with his penny dreadful stories.
Did he offer condolences? I can't remember.
Venus, why do you worry so much about your family's reputation?
Everyone laughs at Clarence now.
Well, we can see
And
why.
they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions.
Why would you?
I'm a leper in my own community.
He's been at war. That's understandable him for have weird fucking, you know, thoughts. But you, why would anyone think you did such things?
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
The McPhersons. I heard they locked themselves in their own house.
They could just
you know
be
how to get
afraid
in?
of getting sick.
Perhaps you're right. But if I were you, I'd pay them a visit.
I'm trying to.
A big house, reachable through a courtyard, to the north of the railway bridge.
To the north of the bridge, you say?
Do you need my medical attention?
No thanks, Jonathan.
It's worth a shot. Alright, you
Goodbye
can go.
for now.
Just gonna have a quick look around your house, so if you don't mind. Yeah. My sister's dead. My mother's dead. You didn't come to the funeral, so you didn't really care about him, did you? That's how funerals work, darling. You come to the funeral, or you didn't give a shit! Just saying.
It's locked, all right.
Beach got a key somewhere. Venus's journal. Spent last night crying, tears of joy. I did not know this could be so painful. My Clarence just wrote me he's back from the war alive and unharmed. Home in 2 weeks. Thank you, God. Thank you so much. I want to see my beloved husband again. His attitude still worries me. Yes, he's been in war, woman. What do you expect? He's not going to come back the same. First few weeks, I thought it was a necessary adjustment period, but his behaviour seems to be more and more erratic. Nowadays, he spends all his time outside, day and night, searching for evidence. He does not care about the flu. He does not care about me. He's starting to frighten me. Spent half his pension to print some stupid leaflets. Now he wants to freely give away in the neighbourhood. People are starting to laugh at me. Now he wants to organise some public lecture in a recently closed theatre to warn people of the presence of evil creatures in London. Free entry, of course. My husband may have come back unharmed, but I'm afraid he's lost his mind. He spent half his pension. No, he spent all of it. Some of our savings, paper and inks cost so much because of the war, he said, but it's a cost we must pay. That's a bit much. People openly mock us now. I don't know what to do. Today the butcher sent me a monthly fee. He requested payment in full. He now demands to be paid each time he buys some meat from his shop. No more credit. Baker asked the same thing 2 days ago. First I thought it was a policy because of the restrictions and epidemic. My friends still have financial arrangements from the same shop. I'm so ashamed I could not speak. We can't keep on like this. He's completely mad, spending all the money we have, and I don't see how to stop him. Sometimes I wish he did not come back. You can throw him out. Cut off all lines of credit he has. I'm not done in the house. Oh, no I am. Thought there was more upstairs, there's not. You have a separate room, darling.
At least you survived the Great War. I feared the worst.
You didn't come back mad. I mean, the vampire thing's real, so it's not like mad. You know what I mean? Oh, hello, missed you. She's got not much to say.
I remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son.
Oh.
They were so beautiful.
You can't get out the back way. Okay. Thank you, Venus. Maybe the hints from the diary? Nope. Nope. Okay. I shall see you some other time, darling.
I remember when Mary came here with her husband.
Can you turn? Can you turn?
They were
Just standing in a straight line. It's just out. You know, the fancy homes here, you'd think. I'd like them to be more clear on which houses you can enter. But anyway, that's where I'm going to end it now, because I got shit to do. So, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.